What's up, everybody? There's a mower back behind me, so I'm not sure how well the audio is going to come through. I'm wearing my little mic thing here, so we'll see how well it works. So anyway, we are going to harvest our carrots today. We just got back from Pensacola. We went down as a family on our yearly excursion to the beach, and as usual, every time I come back from this trip and I see the garden, I'm just amazed by how quickly things grow. So all of our carrots are ready to be pulled up here. They were ready before we left, but I just didn't have time. We've also got cabbage that looked like it got attacked by cabbage worms a little bit while we were gone, but it'll be alright. This cabbage over here looks good. So I'm going to go through and start pulling this up. These onions are pretty much ready. Most of them, some of them are still looking good, so I'll leave those in the ground, but I'm going to definitely harvest quite a bit of them. We've got broccoli through here. It needs to be harvested. And over here, we have squash. We've got pretty big zucchini here that we're going to harvest and use to make zucchini bread or zucchini milk or something like that. It's been a while since we've had that, so we're pretty excited to have some zucchini bread again. More cabbage through here that I'm going to start harvesting. More squash all through here. I planted a lot of squash because I've learned that squash bugs are pretty hard to control. So to make up for that, I just plant more than enough. That way, if they take out a few of my plants, then I'm still okay. More squash through here. These are the sweet potatoes we planted right before I left. The blackberries over here. It's time for me to trellis them up on the fence. So I'll research into that again and figure out the best solution for it. This stuff is mostly all just the spring stuff that has gone to seed. And the spinach, I just let it go all the way to seed here. And I'm just going to let it fall back down here. And in the fall, it'll come back on its own. So I'm going to leave this as a self-seeded bed. Three Sisters bed has really exploded. I've got squash all through here. Corn, the beans are starting to grow up the corn, as you can see here. There's more beans going up the corn there. Squash all through here. The beans and these beds have overtaken the size. Basically, long story short, I can't open this lid because it's impossible to shut it after I do. So I'm just going to leave this on here until they're ready to be harvested, and then I'll pull it off and start harvesting and leave it off after that. This here, again, I'm letting it go to seed so it can come back up on its own. Tomatoes, I've seen some sort of issues going on here. I need to come through and prune out the tomatoes and give them a good watering here. So over here, one thing that's starting to come up is red clover. You can see I've got this red clover all throughout, which is really cool. The rabbit loves to eat it. It's great to use in the compost, and it's full of nitrogen. So these smart pots are doing really well. I've been really impressed by them. So you can see everything in here looks really good. The tomatoes are curling their leaves a little bit over there. I still need to find a way to trellis these tomatoes somehow. I got busy and then they got out of hand a little bit, so I'll have to find a way to hold them up. I've got the poblano peppers starting to come in here. Here's some of the Malabar spinach, or the New Zealand spinach, not Malabar, coming in here. So glad to have greens back again. This is the garlic area that we harvested right before we left. I'm going to come through and plant it with beans, hopefully today, if I get a chance. Here's the summer bed that I planted, I guess that was 2 or 3 weeks ago now. This lettuce is all bolted, it's bitter, but I left it in, mostly just because I wanted to see if it would go to flower and then bring in pollinators. Also, I thought it might help protect the squash plant over here. I'm trying an interplanting method where I plant the squash seeds just kind of directly in the lettuce. I just wanted to see what happens, so I started to pull that lettuce and feed it to the rabbit, and like I said, I'm going to let it go to flower as well. These beans looking good here. The squash is really taking over this part of the bed. I'll probably have to stake it back or anchor it over to this side over here. That way it doesn't interfere with these peppers, because it's already starting to make it to where those peppers are being blocked. Some flowers for Carrie and to pull in pollinators. What else have I not shown? Let me look around. The tomatoes. So we're definitely having tomato issues again. And I think that it's because this area back over here on the other side of the fence was sprayed with herbicide. Now I have not found that out for sure yet, but I'm seeing all the damage that's so look at this, like see this twisting and curling of the leaves and stuff, and it's not just cupping. I mean, cupping can happen definitely during times like this where we're having a pretty big temperature swing. The heat's really starting to set in here, but see that twisting and stuff. That's really what indicates that there's something else going on here. So second year in a row that I'm dealing with issues like this, but the good news is it's only a couple plants. These ones over here look great, aside from a few leaves that I'm going to come through and prune off. I definitely need to come through and prune these as well. I haven't done any of that since we got back. This will look a lot different once I'm done pruning. And then we did lose 2 tomato plants over here. And these plants I planted different than these over here. This was an experiment that I was doing. These tomatoes here, I dug out the soil pretty deep. I mean, I dug out about as much as you see in one of these pots over here. That's what I used as a measuring stick. So I dug a hole the size of that pot there. My microphone just got caught up in the sunflower. Okay. And over here, I didn't go nearly that deep. I think that's probably what the issue is over here. I tried to use a lot more native soil. I didn't use near as much compost. So that shows me the difference between amending your soil quite a bit and not doing it at all. So that was a good lesson learned. This bed here has catnip. It's really overtaking it, so I need to cut it back. Probably one of my best looking cabbage plants here. More cabbage in through here, a bunch of clover that is starting to go to flower. It's purple flower, because I thought it was white clover, so I'll have to look that up, because apparently I was wrong about what type of clover I planted. This is broccoli here, another broccoli. I've got some cilantro that has gone to flower and to seed. So these seeds, once they become dry, it's coriander, so you can use it in cooking for flavorings. You just take the seeds and grind them up and use that. It's pretty much too hot for cilantro now. I've got some other types of cilantro. They're not actually cilantro, they're just called cilantro lookalikes, I guess is what you would call them. But anyway, I'm trying them over another area of the garden. I didn't see them up, so I guess I need to check on that. I probably just didn't keep the seedlings watered well enough. So anyway, I think that's pretty much everything. I just wanted to shoot a quick video and show everything out here before I started harvesting, because once I start harvesting, it's all going to look different, because I'm going to be planting a bunch of okra and southern peas and other things that do well in the heat all through these beds. So anyway, that's just a quick update on the garden. Thanks for watching. As always, if you want to see more videos, go to our website at www.seedtospoon.net. Also, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
This is the water. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh no! You go get me! Ah! Oh, that was tricky. Come over here, splash me! Ah! Ah! Attack of Mary!